We're rolling.
Yes, sir. Will this be considered the first podcast?
This is the first podcast, man, and we're gonna do a little interview today. We're gonna be talking with Albert Inclan. He's bare knuckle FC. He had his first fight. It was a loss on the record, even though we're saying that that's what the judges said. In his mind, he's undefeated.
I whooped that boy's ass.
He has that. He has the Sugar Sean mentality, undefeated. But yeah, we're gonna be just asking a few questions and see what's up, man. How you feeling, Albert?
I'm good. It's been a long day today.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I came over. It's the first interview podcast I've ever done, so it's a good experience.
That's cool. Well, straight off the bat, you're an Arizona local, right? Born here, raised here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about where you grew up, where you were born, or all that.
As far as I can remember, for the beginning of my life, I grew up on East Phoenix.
All right.
And then I ended up moving to the west side and then to Peoria, all over around Phoenix. Went to different schools.
What schools you go to?
I went to Whittier Elementary. I went to Glendale American Elementary. I went to Preparatory Elementary, and then I went to some prison-looking schools, Desiderata, and I forgot this other school, but it was only 10 students, and they get to body slam you over there.
What?
The teachers did?
Yeah, that's some WWE shit.
Were you fighting? Were you a kid that would get into scraps growing up?
To certain, yeah, you could say that. Some people would think, the teachers would think it was bullying, but the kids would know, I would maybe stick up for somebody. I never liked to go around and just beat it up on random people.
Yeah.
But I did like a challenge, though.
Yeah.
You know, the big dog, whoever thought was the toughest, I was like, let me provoke him and see what happens.
So you made your debut at BKFC, I want to say maybe 2 months ago, around there, right?
Yeah, January 29th.
Against, his first name is David. What do you know his last name?
Yeah, David Diaz.
Against David Diaz, who is now actually ranked number 4 in the company at 135.
Yeah, 135.
But you walk around what are you walking around right now at? What weight?
Right now I'm at 150.
150?
Yeah, and they told me to stay within 10 pounds. So I don't eat too crazy, but if I really eat like I want to eat, I'll maybe be 165. But that's too heavy. So
165?
Yeah, for my personal self, I like to walk around 145.
So that means right now you're eating whatever you want, kind of, or.
So yeah, you could say that.
So tell me how is it that Albert Inclan ended up in Bare Knuckle FC? Tell me the journey. How did it start?
Well, my little brother had sent me a screenshot of the tryout, and I was at work, and I was like, damn, it's bare knuckle, it's a tryout. It's that shit you see on the movies, when
So you weren't trying to do it in the beginning. Bare knuckle wasn't in your mind. It was boxing. You wanted to be a boxer.
Yeah, I just knew I had 2 years left to actually do something in this boxing, for my career and shit.
Why 2 years?
Why 2 years, yeah.
I graduated in 2013, so I gave myself 10 years after I graduated, and I'm on the 8th year, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, you got to be on your shit. You got to figure this shit out, what you want to do. And as I'm getting older, I was like, you got these next 2 years to get yourself get yourself in the right position, build a good foundation for your empire and your building and shit. And just because if you don't do it now, it's going to be too late. Yeah. It's now or never.
How old are you now?
I'm about to turn 27 on the 17th, Easter.
And you've been boxing this whole time? You've been training this whole time?
Yeah, out the year to now, I started going to the gym maybe around 14. And to now, maybe 7 months out of the year, I would do some training. I wouldn't always go to the gym, but you don't need a gym.
Yeah.
You can just shadow box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do some weights and shit. Do your own thing.
You can do that in your backyard?
Yeah. I knew I was going to fight some people before I knew the tension was coming. And because I'm smaller, so they thought, okay, let's pick a fight with him and let's get everybody to look at it. I'm going to beat this motherfucker up. Get themselves some clout. So would put the tape to how tall they are, to how wide their body is, and everything, and I'll just start punching that.
Wait, so you like cross-examine them before you fought them? Like...
Yeah, I'll see them for a week as they're trying to taunt me, and I'm just like, cool.
Dang.
Just waiting for them to test me, and then
yeah,
light them up.
So let's go back. Your brother, he sent you like a Facebook or Instagram post, like, "Hey, they're having a bare knuckle trial here in Phoenix," and then what?
I think dude, I don't even remember training or anything, cause I was still shot. I was still healing up.
you had gotten shot.
Yeah, I had got that. That's what kind of fucked up a lot of my stuff, was me getting shot. It kind of pushed me back. I would have been pro 2 years ago, and I ended up having hand surgery later.
Wait, you got shot in your hand?
No, I got shot in my back.
Ooh.
And then, like, after I got shot, I went through a depression, and I just had an episode where I just started punching the dirt. Didn't know there was a little ass rock that fucked up my hand and got it all swollen up. Like a couple of months later, I didn't feel it then, but a couple months later, I would hit the bag, and I felt a little tingling, and then it just swelled up, and then I ended up having surgery.
Was your hand broken?
Nah, it was just.
Was it an
pinched the
infection?
nerve. No, I just
nerve.
pinched
Oh,
the
nerve.
That's what it was. It didn't cut nothing, just that.
But you didn't feel anything, bro? Like no pain, nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah, I've been cut right here. I've been stabbed in the back of my neck.
What the heck?
Baby mama dropped.
Where'd you grow up at? Here in Phoenix?
Phoenix, yeah.
Dang.
So you were recovering from this bullet wound, right?
Man.
And then
I say I wasn't even a full year, I believe. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a year.
So no working out, no boxing, no lifting weights.
So you just showed up in there dry, like no training, nothing, man.
How many guys was there? How many guys did they attract?
I seen David Diaz in there.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Did you guys talk or no?
No, he was annoying. He was walking around in Muay Thai shorts, and I was wishing, no bullshit, I was wishing, man, look at me. Because he was dogging everybody out.
Yeah.
But I was like, look at me, motherfucker.
You trying to square up with them?
Yeah, I was like, man, that shit is not going to work with me. Like, I understand what you're doing, but don't try to bring that over here.
Yeah.
I'm going to shut that down.
That's kind of bad, too, bringing that energy. If he's coming in there like
so
that.
you go there. First tryout, what happens? What do the coaches say? Are you able to get through the workouts? Do you end up throwing up?
I fucked up my back. So when we went through the line, we took the pictures, and they had me shadow box, and I made sure nobody was around me, and I move a lot, so I was doing my shadow boxing, and then I kept hearing them say, "Yo, who's that kid?" And I heard Inclan, and then when I was hitting the bag, I was doing the same thing, moving my feet. And a lot of the guys over there were moving all stiff and shit, and I was just moving with some swag. And I think I seen Ryan Perez over there, and it's funny because that's Ryan Perez was the coach that I went to go see in Florida, and he had his fighter Jared Grant, who's now the interim champ.
Yeah.
So I seen them there too, and yeah, man, I did the warm ups, I did the pad work. And I hurt my back, and I just sat down on the side.
During the tryouts, you hurt your back.
Yeah, in the middle of the pad work, dude, I don't even think I did a first round. I just said, "Yo, I'm gonna be right back," and they didn't really care because so many people were trying to get in there and do the pads with them. So I just sat there, and I was just like, "Fuck, man."
How'd you hurt your back?
I was still
From
shot.
the wound. From the wound.
Yeah.
You re-aggravated the injury.
Did you actually spar with anyone? Like,
Nah.
Just that's all it. They just saw your shadow boxing, your movement, and they said you're in.
And we did. Nah, I didn't get that.
No, you didn't get signed, right? You didn't get signed that time.
Oh, you didn't get signed. Oh, I thought you meant like
So you
Vince
went-
Papali. Have you seen that movie, Invincible?
Yeah.
Where he tries out for the Philadelphia Eagles.
No, so he went, did pretty good, making a little bit of noise. People are, who's this kid? Sits out because back injury from the gun one, the bullet one, and then what?
They said we're gonna call. They started cutting down the names, so they called added maybe 20 or 30 people there. They cut it down to like 15, down to 10, and then.
Did you survive those cuts?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
Then, so maybe like the 10 of us, they gave us interviews, and out of those 10, I don't think Diaz got a contract because there was another fighter there, David Morgan, that's from Arizona with his whole ass. they went together to a fight, and Diaz met Joey Beltran at David Morgan's fight, so he kind of switched teams on him. So that's how Diaz got in. So they didn't really sign too many people there. And when they talked to me, they just said that I needed to get some amateur fights because I wouldn't be able to get licensed.
That's weird. How are you gonna get bare knuckle amateur fights or them in
If
boxing?
You know what? They wanted amateur fights of boxing. So as long as you have boxing or maybe MMA, you had to have some kind of amateur competition.
Some experience on paper.
Did you tell them that you were undefeated in the streets?
Yeah.
Did you say that? Like, hey, I got amateur
But
fights.
how many times do they hear that? I'm sure they hear that so many times, right?
I got fights behind Taco Bells, Jack in the Box outside of clubs. I'm 27-0 in the streets, right? 0-1 BKFC, but 27-0 in the
But how many? I'm sure they've heard that so many times, right? That same. Oh, I'm undefeated in the streets.
Yeah, everybody's the toughest guy at the barbecue.
When I got there, I understand make yourself known, but you don't want to when I don't know, when like the people who are doing the organization, they seen all this shit, so they know what's real, what's not.
Yeah.
So I don't want them to look at me like, oh, he's just one of these guys.
Yeah.
Yo, if you look at me, the eye contact, you're gonna know what it is. You know,
it's real.
Real
eyes, real lies.
yeah. So it's like, yo.
So he went in like how we did in Tucson.
Different levels, Carlos.
I mean, like let me ask you this: did you come in there last minute? Did you train for this tryout? No, right?
No.
Okay. Did you come in with the corner or from a gym?
We didn't have a bullet wound in our back either.
No, I'm not saying that. So we went to the jiu-jitsu tournament. Old experience from years ago. No conditioning, no gym, nothing. I got ragdolled.
I got third place.
He got third place. I got destroyed. And everyone kept asking, what gym are you guys from? Where are you guys... He just messaged me 2 weeks ago about this event. I paid the one something and showed up.
Hey, the cool thing though is that the guy that was refereeing, Al Guinea, he's a UFC ref too. So we had a.
I had him keep my hand down.
Yeah. So then what happens? Like you go there, it doesn't happen, right?
So I talked to Nate Shook. It was Nate Shook and Chris Levy in there, and they just said get a couple of amateur fights in. Whatnot. And,
Chris Levin was there?
Yeah.
You know Chris Levin is, right? He fought in the UFC.
I've heard his name.
He's actually the first guy that Anderson Silva beat in the UFC. And Chris Levin was part of one of the first Ultimate Fighters. I want to say Ultimate Fighter 2, maybe, or 1. I'm not 100% sure. But
his name does sound familiar.
And he recently almost passed away, man. I'm happy that he's recovering. He
really?
had a really serious bout with COVID.
Oh, with COVID.
Yeah. And he's a MMA referee, too, I think. And I know he's heavily involved in bare knuckle too. So he was there, and he's like, "Hey man, good job."
Wait, and in bare knuckle, there's no kicks.
No,
there's not.
It's pretty much
weird,
boxing without gloves, and they're allowed to hook the head.
But it's very MMA.
No. What is happening is that a lot of people from MMA look at it is because they've been taking a lot of UFC guys. So guys
that's
that
what I'm saying,
get cut, or guys that haven't fought in the UFC in a while. Or guys that don't renew their contract.
Yeah.
Some people have stepped away. Some people have said, you know what? They're going to give me a bigger bag over there.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving. Paige Van was somebody.
Mike.
I said that.
Mike Perry.
Chad Mendes.
Plus the time of the rounds. The only 2-minute rounds, UFC with their 5-minute.
5 minutes.
5-minute 3-rounders.
Three
and
or
this is
five.
championship or main event. 5.
And then now you got to think about
That's I'm like, wait, there's no kicking, no elbows, but
it's
there's a lot of MMA people in the business.
And they're allowed to hook though. They're allowed to hook the head, I believe, right? And
Oh.
which in boxing you're not allowed to do that.
You mean like when they're in the clinch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you throw a spinning back fist in bare knuckle?
I haven't read the rules. I think
Imagine he does
You're
it.
like, I have one fight. I don't know. I might throw one. We'll see what happens. I'll let you know next
When
fight.
you see it, we'll find out.
Yeah.
But I think someone.
Because in boxing, it's not allowed.
Yeah,
you can't throw. You
yeah.
can't spin around.
Or hit it behind the head.
In Muay Thai, you can. You can
Yeah.
throw spinning elbows. So, and bare knuckle is fair to do. Like for people that listen to this, bare knuckle was outlawed in the U.S. for many, many years. And they did have bouts here and there, but they would be in reservations. Until recently, I want to say maybe 2 years ago, they became more legal, and there's more states that allow it.
I would say bare knuckle was like Kimbo Slice area. Remember in the backyard?
Oh,
So
yeah, YouTube. Yeah.
that was those bare knuckle heydays. But they were.
Bro, Kimbo would have gotten signed. If he was like that YouTube
Oh,
guy
yeah.
nowadays, he would have
Yeah,
gotten signed.
big
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
And then, are you planning on staying with the bare knuckle, or do you want to go into actual boxing?
Is boxing or?
Well, I'm gonna do bare knuckles just for a little bit, but I want to balance both of them. What it looks right now more promising is obviously boxing, but the bare knuckles, it's just like some crazy shit to do.
Yeah.
You know, just like
because it's tough, right? Like it's like it's more impacting on you, right? Like cuts wise.
Yeah, it's more dangerous.
Did you suffer any cuts in your last fight? Any cuts? Any big time injuries? Any breaks?
I had my nose hurt for a couple of weeks after, and my dumbass blew my nose and made a rookie mistake. Boop.
Got swollen?
Yeah, bad, bro. People look at me like, damn.
I seen a girl do that in the UFC. After the fight, while they're like about to lift their hand, she goes like this.
Donald Cerrone, Tony Ferguson
was it Donald? Yes, it was Donald
Cerrone.
Cerrone.
Tony Ferguson, yep.
Yeah.
And they stopped the fight.
He's like rookie mistake. He said, yeah.
So then what happened? So you didn't make it at the UFC, the Arizona tryout for BKFC. You get to meet them. You get to go through all the different cuts. You're still advancing, but then at the end, it's pretty much a no. Then what happens? So a lot of people would quit. They'd be like, "Oh, I tried it, I didn't," but you didn't quit. So what was the next steps after that?
I ended up hitting these guys in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Slaughterhouse, Ryan Perez, and that's who has the fighter.
That's a BKFC gym, kind of.
Slaughterhouse, they got boxing too. So Slaughterhouse was made.
They got MMA? No, just boxing, primary boxing. Yeah.
Boxing and bare knuckle. It's just two guys who started it up. A guy has two sons, and then it's Ryan Perez. It's Ryan and Bobby, and then it's Jared. First I started talking shit to Jared, but not in a disrespectful way. I was just like, yo, let's get it in, man. And
he's the interim champion right now, right? At what weight?
At
in BKFC, yeah. At what weight?
135.
So your weight class.
Yeah.
So wait. Before we get going, he's your boy, right? You guys are cool?
Yeah, we got mutual respect.
Yeah. If it came down to it, would you fight him, or are you one of the guys that says, "No, I don't fight my friends"? Or are you the guy that says, "You know what? If the bag is big enough and we talk about it, I will do it."
Well, we're not even homies like that, but I think it's just it's one of those bound to happen. It's meant to happen. Yeah. You know, I'm coming in the rankings, all these other young guys, and if he's there still.
He's in your way.
Yeah, we already have somewhat history, but it's respect between me. Not between me and his coach anymore, and maybe not with some of the team.
Yeah.
You know, so you never. It's a very weird relationship I have with the guy that's sliding.
So the answer is yes, you would fight him if it came down to
it. Oh yeah. You see, there you go. I keep talking. Yeah.
He said, I don't want to answer that.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there anybody you're scared of? Is there anybody that if they gave it to you, you know what I mean? Of course, the money has to be right. It can't just be they want to make a highlight reel out of me. Is there anybody that you said I would not fight that's in your weight class?
No, but
I like that.
I'll fight everybody. Except that Christine Ferry, her last name is always hard to say.
Oh, the girl?
Yeah, the woman. She was
I was going to say, what? I was like, I wouldn't fight a girl either.
Yeah, I know her name was wild, but I don't think they're doing intergender fights yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, any of the girls like swinging on me, I'm like, she swings on me,
yeah. So then what happens? Then we got sidetracked a little bit, but then what happens? They say no, you hook up with them in Florida, start exchanging messages.
We start exchanging messages back and forth. Ryan said, "What's up? Come out here, see if you really want to get to work." I said, "What's up?" I trained for a couple of months on my own, just lost a couple of pounds, ran a little bit.
So you have no gym, right? At this time, you have no gym, no coach, no nutritionist. You just
backyard shadow boxing.
You have a job. You're lifting weights. You're running. Do you watch YouTube videos or anything, or techniques from old fights?
Yeah, a lot of old fighters. I watched a lot of Muhammad Ali shit, Marvin Hagler, Mayweather, of course, because he's more my size, and Pacquiao. Those are my guys.
All right.
Mayweather's smart to look at defensively.
Yeah, Marvin Hagler's a savage, man. Yeah. That's my guy. But I went out there, said what's up.
You flew out there on your own coin.
First time.
Man.
Yeah, first time I've
Where in Florida are they at?
Fort Lauderdale, Savages.
And how long were you there?
For a whole week.
And you were just there to train.
Yeah.
Dang.
And we went out there. We got it in. The first time they see me, I got there first, and they pulled up, and he was like, "You got some balls to come out here on your own." That was the first thing Ryan told me. And I was walking up, and I said, "Yo, let's just see what happens." And then I said, "What's up?" And then we just went in there.
So you were already exchanging messages, but you came to them unannounced. Like you didn't tell them you were going.
Oh no,
No, they knew. But the thing is,
so like, it started off as me talking somewhat shit to Jared, and then he started going to, "Hey, dog, like if y'all fuck with me, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to get it in." And then it was like, "All right, let's see what's up." And then when I went out there, because I was planning to go to 145.
so you were kind of trolling him in a way, right? Kind of like trying to get his attention.
Troll.
And then he actually said, "What's up?" Then you're like, "What's up?"
Yeah, I
You got the response.
So you know how like once in a while, there's all these trolls now on the internet, right?
Yeah.
That's a big thing, and they troll fighters, and the fighters will be like, "What's up?" And like, "Oh, I'm a big fan. Thank you for responding."
They act
so
differently.
the way Albert did it, he's like, they answered and said, "What's up?" I'm like, "What's up? You want to come down?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll get a flight down there. I'll see you guys
It's
in
like
a
the
few
first
weeks."
flight there.
Yeah.
That's
And you were down there just working out for a week.
Yeah, because they denied that they didn't come to Arizona for the tryout, and I remember seeing them. And I remember, man, my gut tells me I always trust it because it never does me wrong, and it punishes me when I don't believe it. But my gut tells me that it was Ryan that was saying, "Yo, who's that kid?" And that's when they say, "Yo, that's Inclan." But when I
You think it
asked
was
him-
them?
Yeah, when I asked him, when I seen him, because I walked past, man, my gut tells me I walked past Jared and we locked eyes at the tryout. There's the only person we locked and we just knew. That's why
It's kind of weird of him to lie about that, though, right?
Yeah, so it's like, alright, because they kind of, you can't, they can say, yeah, Albert's good, I fuck with him, but then he's in a way, you know, so it's like, it's hard to say about it when you're going to eventually have to fight this motherfucker. So what are you going to do at that point? So I was trying to spawn right away, and then Ryan made us warm up. Bro, the warm-ups weren't playing. That shit got me tired before we even spawned.
You're like, oh, this ain't the backyard shadow boxing anymore.
Yeah, man, I'm like, right when they were wrapping our hands up, I told Jared and Ryan, yo, I'm already tired, but, you know what I mean, we're going to get it in. And that's what happened.
Dang, so y'all weren't even wrapped up yet. You guys were just doing, like, jump rope, cardio.
They just want to see, like, before we get in the ring with this guy, I want to see he's serious. You know what I mean?
That's kind of messed up, though, right?
No,
like, get him tired and then throw him in the ring, like.
Yeah.
That's what I think he wanted to see.
Yeah.
To see, like,
how much heart you had. Like, are you able to go through that hell to keep going? Yeah.
We got in there. I popped him with the first jab, and that's when they said, ooh, and they started swinging and pop. And he clipped me for a few times. And he hit me with a good, I was in the corner, he hit me with a good right. And that's, every time I see him throw that right, and he gets people in each of his fights, all of his opponents go back. But when he gave me that right, I got mad, like, motherfucker, that shit hurt. And I just started throwing it right back. And that's when they seen, I made him throw a couple punches. He ended up on the other side of the ring because our dodges are really good. They made him throw himself off.
Yeah.
So they said they fuck with me the whole time I was over there. They're like, yo, they're going to have another tryout. So come out here. So I went out there to Florida the first time, came back to Arizona, and I think I was still training on my own for a while. And that's when they posted there was another tryout in Fort Lauderdale.
How long after you being there for the week was that
I think
workout?
it was 6 months.
And how far from the first time? From the Phoenix one to Fort Lauderdale? How much time in between?
Like around the same time. I think like 6-7 months from that trip that happened.
And did you know anything about Bare Knuckle FC before your brother sent you that social media post? Had you heard about them? Had you paid a little attention? Or that wasn't even on your radar?
I think I seen something, but I thought it was fake.
Oh, okay.
I think I seen something about Bare Knuckle. I thought it was fake. I didn't think it was like an actual, the way it's
You're
organized.
like, no way,
Yeah,
they're
like into the real,
no
like,
gloves,
league,
just
you know,
bare
yeah.
knuckles, yeah.
Yeah, like, just the way it's set up. Like, I believe there's promotions who would do it, you know, to make some money. But not as...
It's professionalism.
Organized.
The first one they had, which was Connor's friend,
I think
the
they had
Russian.
other ones.
I thought it was going to get canceled right after that.
Yeah.
Cause that fight was bloody, bro. Like
Cuts.
he was
Crazy.
cut deep.
Jason Knight, I believe, as well, ex-UFC fighter. He fought and he had so many cuts on his face. I remember Joe Rogan would always say, like, yeah, I think MMA, UFC, for it to be the purest form of MMA, they should not wear gloves.
No gloves.
Because gloves impede you from, doing more damage. But then again, like, there's so many, like, so much lacerations, right? Cuts in the face that happen. And I think there's some more opportunity of breaking your hands.
Yeah.
You know? You guys just wrapped them up,
yeah,
right?
I think you're still wrapped, right?
They put a little bit of tape. It's not even wrap. I think it's a couple of layers of gauze. And
jeez, how swollen? How much pain did you have the days after?
on my hands, none. The only thing that was really uncomfortable was my face.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because I couldn't see,
bet,
and I know I.
How about the body? Peeing blood? No.
Nothing hurt until a couple of weeks after, and I thought something was wrong with me. I was like, "What the fuck am I hurting?" And then I was like,
I just got into a bare knuckle fight a couple days ago. You know what I mean? I just went a full 5 rounds.
Well, it was more. I was thinking. It was a couple of weeks after. That's when I barely started to feel it.
Oh wow!
So
that's kind of weird though. Like weeks pass by and now you're still.
Yeah. You got that adrenaline. So
yeah.
That's on last trips me out.
You were probably still on the high of the whole event and.
So you go to the Fort Lauderdale tryout and then what happens there?
I show up right off the airplane, still with my baggage. Got there in the lift. It was packed. There was a lot of people. Lorenzo,
more than AZ?
Yeah, way more.
Yeah, they be doing that out there, bro.
Like 60 people maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, 60 people just trying out.
Was Chris there? Chris Levin? That one?
Lorenzo Hunt was there.
Okay, he's a champion right now, right? He's the one that's fighting Joe
But
Riggs. Shout out Joe Riggs.
These tournaments are all weight classes, not just.
Yeah, these tryouts are all weight classes, and they see whoever they want. They start picking up. Yeah, everywhere, everybody shows up.
Yeah, and that tryout, the special guest was Jared Grant. Lorenzo just happened to
be around there.
Be in Florida, so he put up to support. Lorenzo inspired some people, and it was the same thing. Everybody was
trying to get in.
Yeah, trying to get in. I knew I was already set. I just had to show up. So when I got there, I just looked at Ryan. Ryan said, "What's up?" Started my name on the paper, but I didn't do as much as I did in the first.
Because you knew you were gonna get a contract, especially because you had already made some noise at the Arizona tryout. You already had a pretty good relationship with the guys kind of running it.
Well, I thought I was gonna get a contract. So by the end of that motherfucking tryout, they ended up picking up a few other guys, and that's why the fight between me and Jerry gets so deep intertwined because of connection. But his coach Ryan was the one that said, "I'm not gonna let these guys play you." Here, he gave me a management contract with Slaughterhouse. And this contract was half like real and half fake. The way I guess it's already a bogus contract now, but at the time, I don't even remember signing it. But I had signed it. I didn't remember at the moment when he brought it back to me, but I signed it so quick, a kid being desperate, like
no lawyer, no representation,
I didn't
reading
read
it.
That bitch. I didn't read that bitch. He gave me a copy to take home to read over, and I'd ask him, "Yo, if you like this shit real, like you got me?" He said, "Yeah." So I signed it real quick. And I didn't read it until after, but I totally forgot that I signed it.
Yeah.
So in this whole time, I thought I was just like a free agent or whatnot, like my signature's not on nothing. And when I came back to Arizona, I was at Central Boxing Gym. That's when I started training more at a gym. And I started hitting up Nate, and Ryan was fucking with me, but somewhat like at a distance. Yeah. That's when I started picking up like, are you my coach, or you're just like, you fuck with me to fight one of your guys, to give one of your guys to push, because he was trying to set me up with one of his guys from Slaughterhouse at a 140. That's ranked 145 right now. And I told him I was with it, Howard Davis. I told him I was with the fight, but when he told me that, in the back of my mind, I was just like, I wouldn't think you would want anybody in the same team to fight each other.
Yeah.
I would think we would fight people. We got so many other opponents, so why are we gonna fight each other? So like I was like, that's just weird to me. But I came back to Arizona and I just kept up hitting Nate. I kept up hitting Nate Shook, Then Nate Shook reached out to Ryan to see, like, should I give him a shot? And Ryan Perez gave the green light and said, yeah, like, he's legit, he's solid, he doesn't fold. And that's when I was supposed to fight a guy from California, a 2-time state champ. Yeah, Mark the Shark Oren.
What happened with him? Has he even fought in the BKFC?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Did he win?
Yeah.
2-time champion in California. What, boxing?
Yeah, but the people he fought are some trumps, some bombs. You know,
Golden gloves? He's like a Golden Glove champion? Okay.
Yeah, he just looks good, but when I see some of his fights online, I was like, bro, were they even training? How the fuck they get to that position? Like, that shit has to be rigged. The way they set that shit up, the way that people can get bouts and it's so crazy in boxing, but it's cool.
Well, look at this fight with the Korean Zombie.
Yeah, opportunity. Yeah,
that was weird. Like, why him?
Yeah,
like that doesn't make any sense. He lost his last fight, didn't he?
No, I believe he won. I believe he won his.
And that was his second fight in like the last.
Yeah, it's been a while. He left
since he came back
for the military term, and then he has I think 2 or 3 fights after that. So then you got signed. They said, okay, you're gonna fight this guy named David. David was 1-0.
Yeah, David only took the fight because David comes with pressure, you know. And in my videos, I'm not showing out too much. I just tap the bag. I'm not the real work. We don't record,
of course,
you know, because we're working. Just a little light shit. Yeah, give him a little taste of some funny shit. So David took the fight, and Ryan was like, "I'll fuck with you, but I didn't do my camp with him." Because the way that the funds were set up, but then that still threw me off. Because if you knew that I was valuable, you would just fuck with me right now because we're in this for the long term.
Yeah.
But you're just straight business up the top.
He wanted a payment from the beginning.
Yeah, but he wanted like a full. He wanted what he charges, and it was $3,500 for a camp to go over there.
Dang.
Yeah,
he didn't even tell you like I'll pay you after the fight or so.
Or pay me
after the fight,
front.
Yeah.
Or pay me a percentage, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
After.
And my fight was only gonna be 2 racks, and he wasn't gonna help me get with some sponsorships, and he wasn't going.
So wait. You said,
but he's your manager.
Yeah.
Technically, right?
Yeah.
You said your fight was 2 racks, 2 racks show, 2 racks fight, 2 racks. Like how was
2 racks final.
Everything.
Yeah.
Win or lose.
Yeah, win or lose.
That's for those racks that lingo. It's 2,000 win or lose.
Oh yeah, my bad.
2,000, so like, 2 racks.
If you're asking like 2 racks, what's it mean?
2 racks.
Sweetie, what does 2 racks mean?
Wow. Does BKFC have a win bonus like the UFC? The UFC you get 10,000 for show, 10,000 for win. But with yours it was just a flat fee, 2 G's.
Yeah, you can get a bonus for fight of the night.
Yeah.
Knockout of the night, and
and this is only because they're just starting, right?
No, they have a couple. I think they got
is there people in that league that are making bank, or is
yeah. I think one of the things has to do is they are a newer promotion, but also he's like brand new, like
okay.
No amateur fight. Like,
I thought like I'm like, so Mike Perry left for like
no
okay,
no, they're getting big
because I would think they'd be making millions, right?
No,
They'd probably be
Paige
making.
is getting a big bag.
Yeah.
Paige is getting a big bag.
And
they get sponsors too. They're allowed to get sponsors.
Yeah.
Anybody that hears this, if you want to reach out to us, connect them
there
with
you
Albert.
go.
If you're whatever company you have, he'll throw your logo on his shirt.
That's true. That's the good part, bro.
Yeah, man.
Put
you
that
know.
shit on the banner.
Yeah,
because you in there, bro. You wearing that.
Banner.
You ain't wearing no logos on the shorts and.
He could though. He could wear logos, right? In the shorts.
No. I'm saying where he's at right now, but I'm saying in there you can't.
Yeah.
That's whack, bro.
Yeah, man. That's I've trained a little bit of MMA.
Yeah.
I'll do that on the low. Just
Yeah.
to be that boxer to switch over, fuck around and bare knuckle, get into that crowd. It's
Do you feel like there's a lot of opportunity where you're at right now? Like space to grow, get bigger fights.
Yeah, there's bare knuckle for sure. Yes, boxing. Now that I'm training with Julian Lopez at his gym, and how he's connected to the Benavides family.
Yeah.
Boxing, I could be that fighter that fights a star. You know how like Isaac Cruz fought Gervonta Davis, and not many people really knew Isaac Cruz. I could be like an Isaac Cruz getting a chance to fight Ryan Garcia in two years.
Just give you the right fight.
Yeah.
If just be ready for the moment, and if they offer me the fight and how I'm connected, like with the Benavides and Julian Lopez family, You know, so
You're training here in Phoenix?
Yeah.
What's the name of the gym?
Julian Lopez Academy.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't play over there, man.
No.
That's real?
Work, yeah.
There's some monsters there or what?
There's some monsters there. There's some young kids there, but it's very family orientated, and it's a team. They hold each other accountable.
That's good.
You don't have nobody hating on each other.
Yeah, it's a good environment.
Yeah, everyone's here to get better.
So what's next, man? When's the next fight, or have they told you a time? You had a 1-fight deal? Are they gonna give you another deal, or what's your contract like?
Currently, I'm working on this R&B album. I'm finna drop. That shit gonna be fire.
I was like, really? This went all left. It went from.
I'm wanting to fight in July. Realistically, to get a passport right now, but for the London card, maybe it won't be able to because it's in late July.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at July. I don't want to fight in August because to me that's too far. But if I have to, fuck at the beginning of August.
When's their upcoming? When do they have upcoming cards? Do you know when their next upcoming?
They had one last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had one last night.
They have another. I got 3-4 cards already. They mentioned them. They have one in June. They have one every month. I think in 1 month there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
They have one in May for sure. So I could either fight late June or early July.
And when you say, so you're based out of Phoenix.
Yes.
The fight's in Florida. They pay for your flight to get to Florida?
No, my fight was in Mississippi.
But they help you get there?
Oh, yeah. They paid the flight. They paid the hotel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
that's good, man.
The next card is in April 21st,
Ooh.
Florida. After that is April 30th, Montana. That's the Joe Riggs card.
Damn.
Joe Riggs card. Then after that is in Orlando. That's May 6th. Then after that, they have one in Thailand. That's probably not gonna be
I
it.
told them I'll go to Thailand.
Yeah,
Too.
That'd be sick.
On May 13th, they've got one in Omaha, Nebraska, and that's as far as they have it right now.
But if these are already scheduled, they can still put you in those cards?
Oh yeah, because they haven't even. So on some of the dates, they haven't even showed the card.
They're just dates. They're not like cards yet.
Just made
Oh,
they just got the
okay.
main event.
They have the
Sometime.
venue rented and all that. And
How much time do you need in advance, you think, to be in good shape? Like, if how much time is enough time?
Well, right now that I got this new coach and I started doing strength and conditioning with this new other guy,
Is this outside the gym?
yeah, I'm just gonna stay ready. I don't give a fuck. You can call me a week before.
Yeah.
I'll be down. You can call me a week of. You know, as long as I get my paperwork together, I'll be ready.
yeah.
As long as you stay ready, you can get those opportunities.
So if you got that call right now, hey, next week we got to fight.
I started this mindset.
So he said, "Give me 5 weeks, and then we begin to stay ready."
No, I told him, give me the July, and after July.
After July, you're ready
I told
anytime.
him, whoever you want.
And if you win by knockout in the first 20 seconds, set me up for the next week. I gotta make bags.
What do you think was your biggest hurdle on the last fight? What do you think you had the hardest time with?
What affected you? Do you think it was striking, his striking, your lack of striking, or the cardio?
The only thing that I can say would affect me wasn't what was in the fight. It was the weight cut. Was when I got there, I didn't run. I didn't adjust to the air out there in Mississippi. There's fucking crazy thick down south there.
Thick air?
Yeah, everything's fucking crazy out there in Mississippi. I love it though, but yeah, the air I wasn't ready for. Bro, I'm telling you, I could jump rope 40 minutes here like nothing. I couldn't do that over there, bro.
20 seconds.
Bro, I'm telling you, 10 minutes before I'm walking out to fight,
Oof.
I hear Diaz hitting mats on the other end. And this, we're separated by like a cubicle type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved in, I kept making like moaning noises and shit. I was fucking with him, you know, like I was
Try to get in his head?
Yeah, I was trolling him at that point because I knew like, bro, we finna fight, like, and ain't no more crazy tough talk. Now, like, it's
about to happen.
going on.
He came in with the sombrero, how when he did the...
Bro, he was so calm. He didn't say shit until he got in the ring because that's when the cameras turned off. So he had to be the
Dang.
Tough guy.
in the back,
Did that intimidate you that he didn't say anything after you were trying to troll him?
No, because I knew. Because when I seen him in the lobby, because we got into it in the lobby after when we first got there. Yeah, when we first landed the same night, we had got it into the lobby.
And have you in the same hotel with him?
Yeah.
Because of the way it is at that time, there wasn't that many hotels, so they had to mush us all because Mississippi's not a big place, and they flying so many people in.
Yeah.
They had to push us in the same hotel.
So you could be going down to the lobby and
running into him. Like they're trying to get ice.
And I wasn't even gonna fuck with him, but when he seen me, he didn't say shit until Britton Hart put out a camera phone. Britton Hart is Joey Beltran's wife. Yeah. So she put out the camera, and then that's when he started talking. So then he was with his brother. I was by myself. We were about 4 or 5 feet away from each other. I'm like, yo, fuck it. It's going to go down right now. I get into my stance. I say, what's up? I'll fuck both of y'all up. Like, let's get, like, what's up? They did a couple of feet forward, but they didn't put their hands up. They didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to take flight. I was just ready. You put your hands up. You're walking forward. We're getting it in.
That 3-piece.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Give you that 3-piece on the shoulder. But I wasn't going to be the one to rush them because it made me look unprofessional. I could just say, yo, I seen them. I came downstairs to get my baggage at the airport. I didn't do nothing to them. They started.
That'd probably get you kicked out the hotel, too. And now you're like, well.
I had turned around, and I'm so glad, like, it was a sister because I looked at her, and, like, she was cool with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We chopped it up, and she's like, it's okay, baby. Like, shit happens. You know what I mean?
That Mississippi twang.
Yeah, man. They showed me love out there. Yeah. All the people out there in Mississippi. And, yeah, man, we got it in.
So then you got in the race. So you don't think, like, you had any improvements to work on? Anything to...
Oh, yeah. For most definitely improvements, yeah. It's just, well... If I had a better weight cut, if my dumbass, after my weight cut, I rehydrogenated by drinking a little bit of water, not no Pedialyte and Gatorades, no, and I ate chicken strips and French fries.
Oh, bro.
But I should have ate something real.
Green, bro, something healthy.
Bro, we went to a restaurant and like I was like, fuck, what the fuck is this? And it wasn't like they didn't have many restaurants there, and wherever we went, I was just like.
I mean, I think they say it's good to carb up, but before the fight, like right before the fight, I think I've heard like carb up, eat some high carbs for the energy that you're gonna be burning out during the fight.
And yeah, I wasn't ready, bro, because fight day, I ate some breakfast at Waffle House, and
bro, you should go on YouTube and watch like dietitian videos or something, bro.
I didn't.
You ate like if you were on vacation.
He ate like me, bro.
Yeah.
But my fucking lunch before my fight was Whataburger. But I didn't eat it all. Bro. I was just like, yo, I don't like.
Nervous. You're a little nervous.
No,
excited.
I was just like, man, like, I don't feel strong. You know, I knew I didn't have that. I was just like, bro, I'm telling you, I've been in so many fights in 2 places and fights where there was nobody to break it up except like the audience. And the audience was our people and his people, and they were just like, yo, y'all scrapping the scrap. Yeah. So my fights is just like, I am not about to be the one stomped out. Yeah. So it's just like, it's a scrap to me. It was nothing.
I'll tell you one thing, man. Watching your fight, man, you did show a lot of heart.
Yeah.
Sure.
I was just like,
he kept going like this, bro. We're at Bellator, and he goes, bro, and I'm just seeing you. Bro, it's to the point where I can feel your arms myself. Because I've been there where like you could barely lift them. And bro, it's like, I know.
Hard, you know. I think honestly, I was like thinking in my mind, Albert's probably saying, "There's no way I'm getting knocked out. I might lose, but I'm gonna lose a decision. Ain't no way I'm gonna fall." Because, you know, other people that don't have heart, they give up, right? They a punch will land or softly hit them, right? It won't be a full-on connection, and they'll just, okay, it's over, I'm done, right?
Yeah.
And try to see if the referee steps in, but nah, Brian, you took it a distance, man. You did show a lot of heart right there.
When they talk about, I've heard it from a few fighters before. They said you're gonna have that moment in the fight where, like, you're gonna find something out about yourself.
Yeah.
And then you ask the question, do I really want to do this? Like, do I really want to do this?
I was looking at the ground, and I was just like,
do I really want to do this? You know.
Like, nope.
Yeah,
I
man.
remember I was.
Bro, because you were connecting. I saw a
Yeah, oh,
couple
yeah.
of hard shots.
Yeah.
And when he just hit you right back, bro, I was like,
Yeah, it was.
either you both have really strong chins or you guys aren't hitting hard. But I saw the way your guys' faces looked.
Would you say that was
You
there a
guys were
couple-
hitting hard,
was there
bro.
a couple shots that really got you? You're like, dang, that one was a good one.
I think he hit me with what he could, like as hard as he
Yeah.
could, and I didn't throw any. I just threw
Yeah.
just a touch. I was
Yeah.
touching him.
Points.
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like lights. I wasn't. I would have considered light sparring, but it looked like I was just light.
You weren't coming in for his head to take it off or throwing them Mike Tyson uppercuts and.
Because dog, I've taken motherfuckers' jaws off. I've hit people on the side of the cheek where the tooth is ripped through, where they were just ripping.
That's crazy.
Why do you think you didn't do that when you fought him? Because of what you ate, the weight cut.
Yeah, everything. I was like, when we walked up to each other, like, fuck, we're scrapped. There's certain things I do in my fights, in every street fight that I've done, that I didn't do in that fight. And it was just like, breathe.
Yeah.
Because I was in the, when we were about to walk out, I was in the back trying to run side to side, trying to like.
Yeah, get your heart moving.
Yeah, because I was like, what the fuck, man? And I was like, you just need to warm up. And after like 10 minutes jump roping shit, and then running is just like, what the fuck, man? And then it's like, alright, just go out there. So I didn't establish a jab. I didn't pop nothing. I was just trying to fucking take his head off. I was just trying to get his head.
And you went out there with friends, like with a support group?
No,
Oh, you gotta hear this. You gotta hear this. This is good.
Yeah. I went out there on my own. I was just like, fuck it. Let's see what happens. I had some people who asked, yo, you want us to go with you to support you, this and that. I was like, I've talked so much shit to some of these guys, and some of these guys are going as fans to watch. Because some of them know that I'm going to go.
I end up getting punched. And there was an opportunity I talked about, right? That maybe I was going to go and just kind of be there. Bro, imagine I get punched back in the head by Joey Belcher.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, bro.
Show's about to get lit. That's
Bro,
all
I'm about to get lit up,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
imagine you show up to church the next day like, hey, bro, you should.
I'm not showing up to church, bro. I'm not going to church after that. Nah. Is he still the heavyweight champ?
Nah, he lost it to Arnold Adams.
Oh, the big white guy, right? Yeah, man.
So that's why you ate that food.
Arnold Adams' brother. That's my he fought Sham. I think the tall dude's name is Sham something, but not Arnold Adams. Black guy from.
Oh, black guy. Yeah.
Adam.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's cold.
Is he still a champ? Arnold Adams?
Yeah.
Okay.
Adams cold, man.
Heavyweight
Had
bare
the
knuckle
fight
fighting,
coming.
bro.
Oh.
That's so.
They had
He got swag.
They had two ex-UFC fighters in one card. It was Gabriel Gonzaga and Bigfoot Silva, bro, bare knuckle. And I'm just like, oh my
And
god.
Bigfoot has like huge head.
Bro.
It's like it's the easiest thing to land on, bro. You could purposefully try to miss and probably still hit his head.
I have a question for you. So you know, you got a fight that you're trying to set up, maybe June, July, August. You're still gonna do this. It seems like, you know, because you're in camp. You do a lot of your own management, and it seems like you do everything for your career. But I have a question. You know, with everything coming up around injuries, sports injuries in the NFL and other contact sports like boxing and Muay Thai and even Jiu-Jitsu, you know, when there's contact to the head, like, how do you feel? What do you think? Like, is there a point of is there moments where you think like, man, I'm chasing this career, but I am kind of also like my health's at risk, right? Like, you're not playing basketball, you're not playing baseball, you're not swimming, you're fighting. Like, you don't play fighting, you know what I mean? You go in there to hurt a guy, and of course there is respect, you know, when you're in there, there is rules you follow, but the guy's in there trying to hurt you. Do you ever think like, man, is this worth it, you know, and especially with all the news, CTE and all those type of things, you know? Well, like, how do you feel about that? Like,
And I've always knew don't get hit. Like, don't get hit and you live long, and your name will live long in the sport. You could do more things in a sport.
for sure.
And I'm just like, be in shape. That's why I'm a boxer. Bare knuckle, people might not like me for a couple of reasons, and maybe one of them would be because when I go in there, we're boxing. I'm not gonna go in there and do some crazy shit. Just stand there and fucking throw punches. Like I'm not about to do that. We're gonna box. I'll go in there, tap you up. We'll work around, tap you up. If you're gonna try to get in the mix, fuck it, make you pay for it. But yeah, just not get hit. And now that I'm starting to up my training and doing it more intense, I've had taken a notice of taking care of my body more to make sure I recover better, because this job is such a bitch to go do a workout after you can't even really walk no more, and it's just like you understand pushing through stuff, at the same time it's just like I feel like you're doing more damage to your body when you're overworking yourself like that, when you can't even focus on getting better, or like why isn't the fatigue going away, why isn't the soreness going away, like maybe I should sit back and breathe a little bit and take a breath and just see what's up.
What's your goal for your career? What's the goal? Are you chasing the belt, or are you trying to make the most amount of money and then get out? Say like, well, what's your goal? Like, where do you see yourself in the sport of bare knuckle? I know that you have boxing and maybe thought about MMA. You've yet to make your boxing debut, right?
Yeah, I haven't made a boxing debut yet.
And it would have to be as a professional now, because of bare knuckle, you can't go amateur no more, right?
Nope.
Yeah. Which is okay. It's better, right? You have an opportunity to make have a little contract, make a little bag there. But so what is, like, if I had to tell you your next 3 fights or 4 fights, like your career, what is it that you want to accomplish in bare knuckle?
Well, I could say for my next 2-year plan, so I want to be a contender possibly by the end of this year.
Ranked in the top 5.
Yeah.
And that's possible. The guy you lost to, David, ranked number 4.
I beat my next opponent, and then I beat one. So if I beat my next opponent, they said they get me a 3-fight contract. So my next fight is gonna be a 1-and-off.
Okay.
If I win, I get the 3-fight deal. Good. And then I'm gonna fight one more new guy, and then I'm gonna fight a veteran. There's between 2 veterans already, Travis Thompson and Reggie Barnett Jr. And then after that, that's when I'll get to the title, probably by my 5th fight. I'll be title contender.
You know where be something good for you to look at? I don't know if you know Jorge Masvidal. He has Gamebred FC. I don't know if you ever looked. It's a little different because that's MMA, but it's the only bare knuckle MMA league right now in the U.S., at least that I know of.
If it's still open after this Kobe Covington thing.
No, it is, yeah. Gamebred FC. You should look into that. There, take after throwing out. But this thing, that's kicking. That's.
But if he thinks like that, I feel like he's kind of like preparing for
too many things.
Yeah, like I think he should just focus on this, because you said if you don't win this next fight, it's out. Is that what you're saying?
Is the next one a do or die?
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you meant.
Yeah, not necessarily. It's just I won't get that good money deal.
Oh, I see what you're. Sorry, I thought when you said 1-off, I thought you meant like.
Now, like this last fight they had, they call it a 1-and-off. You just sign. And
oh, you're meaning like you don't have anything planned for the future when okay.
Not nothing guaranteed.
Yeah. Okay.
When you have the 3-fight contract, they legally.
Would you like to fight the same guy again, just for that rematch? Just.
Yeah, I wanted it to be this fight, but he's gonna have to fight somebody in the rankings.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't happen, it's cool. But I proved what I need to prove in the fight. So in my next fight, you're gonna see obviously the improvements, the trap and everything, the more cardio, and you see how far his career goes in a couple of years, and you see where I'm at.
Was that his first fight too?
That was his second.
Oh, okay.
This is supposed to be his improvement fight.
Yeah.
His technique fight, but.
And well, if it went 5 rounds, and you get me, like I don't really see how he improved
against a guy making his debut.
Yeah, his debut. That's kind of like.
In his mind, he's probably like, oh.
He got put up to 4.
Bro, if you watch, it's crazy because they don't have that many fighters in bare knuckle, and they go a little bit off popularity in a bit. Because look, I'm cool with Howard Davis. He's 145, but there's a couple of other 145ers in that same division.
Okay.
Howard, if not one, maybe top 3. But there's a couple of other guys that've been in the game. But Howard's undefeated. He's 2-0, but some guys are like 3-2, 3-1, and they're not even in the top 5. But it's just popularity mixed with.
So if you would have fought that fight that you just fought, if you would have gone a first round knockout, you think you'd be like,
top 5.
yeah,
I'll probably be 5.
Right, that's awesome. That's crazy.
Because what's his name? I still don't know how. I love him as a fighter, but I cannot remember his name because of how hard it is to pronounce it.
Who?
The one Gilbert's fighting.
Hamza.
Bro, he's been starching people and like humiliating fighting.
You're not ranked.
He's not ranked.
He will be if he wins tonight. If he wins,
He
doesn't matter if
picked
it's
a
close
man
decision.
up, took him to the owner of the company, and said, "This is what I'm gonna do." And then the guy, imagine you, bro, a grown man, someone picks you up against your will, and you're trying your hardest, and there's nothing you can
Let
do.
me tell you, Carlos. You think Kamzat can pick you up and slam you on your head?
I think he can, bro.
Yeah.
You want to be honest? I think I'll slide Hamza if he try to get me. I think I can catch him.
Bro,
You think you can catch Kamzat?
bro, you. Hey,
Bro,
that's
you
good
never
confidence, though. That's the
never know.
confidence he needs to have,
I'm
bro.
just like, bro.
Putting the house on Kamzat.
Yeah, bro. That one. What was it?
He's a big guy.
Last
too.
4
He's like
fights only got
27.
touched twice or something like that.
I think he's been hit 5 times.
That's
5
wild,
times,
bro.
and like if you look at the 5 hits, it looks more like 1.5.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Man, that's awesome. One more thing, Albert. You're a professional bare knuckle fighter, professional athlete, but a lot of people don't understand that in a lot of these leagues, even in the UFC, a lot of guys still have normal lives outside, still have work, still have to pay their way to do certain things. Now, tell me how a day in Albert Inclan's life, who's a professional bare knuckle fighter, looks like. Like what time you wake up, your workout, your job, what type of job you do, then going to the gym, kind of what you're eating. Tell me. So people that are out there listening, like, I can be there. Like, no, it takes work. You know what I mean? It takes work to get there, as you detailed in your story, and then it takes work to get to stay there. You know what I mean? So what's a day in your life look like?
Right now it's getting up at 4 in the morning, getting to work by 6, because the drive is crazy, and working into 4, getting out, driving. Traffic is crazy. I gotta be at the gym by 6, have enough time to shower, and go to the gym from 6 to 8:30, and then get out, go home to shower, and then just do it again the next day.
Wow.
What I've noticed is that is gonna work. It worked for me to get to the door of the party. You know, I got into the party, but I want the VIP section.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to get to the VIP section, you gotta go 100% in that bitch.
It sounds like you gotta start starching dudes, because if they're working off popularity, they want someone who's bringing numbers, right? Traction, viewers. Like, oh, did you hear about that first round knockout? Da, da, da. Like, remember Masvidal? I feel like the only reason Masvidal got so big was because of Ben Askren and that 3-piece in the soda. What was it? The chin check that he did to that one guy, Edwards. And sadly, it sounds like BK. How is it?
BK
Bare knuckle.
FC,
Yeah.
bare knuckle fighting.
Sounds like they're going based off of what's going to bring them numbers, because it's understandable. It's a new company. They need people to start watching.
I've chopped it up with Nate Shook, and I've given him that, and I've told him it's cool to, and he does listen to some of the shit I say. I told him it's cool to sign these older guys, but you don't want to look like that promotion that gets people sloppy second.
You want to build your own stars.
Yeah.
You
That is
Bellator's
true.
done a good job of that.
That is true.
Bellator used to be the second league. Like,
Yeah.
whoever's leaving the UFC, come here.
Come in
But
here.
then they started building up some good stars. What is it? I think is their 145-pounder, McKee.
Yeah, I was about to say McKee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's all his fights have been in Bellator.
But you know what happens after that? They say, oh, well, if you were in the UFC, you would have never done anything. Because remember when he beat Pitbull, they're like, oh, well, that's nothing. If he would have been in the UFC, he would have gone stars. He'd be not even ranked top 10 or yeah. It's just that when there's like those top premier leagues, it's kind of hard for these other leagues to like be seen. Like, because Bellator makes money.
Yeah.
Bellator makes money, but there's still people who see Bellator as like
B League.
Yeah, B League, and that's wild, bro.
You have B Bellator.
I just lost train of thought. God damn it.
You're talking about, you talked to Nick, I think is his name, about the whole popularity thing that they're doing to get numbers, and you want them to start off with new people, not bring people from other places to build their name.
Yeah, come back to me real quick, my guy.
He's like, hold on, bro.
I'm trying to think.
You know, my grandma used to say, if you don't remember it, it's because it was a lie.
Damn, bro. He swings at you right.
We're actually going to have for those that hear this, today is Saturday, and it's UFC
73.
273, Korean Zombie versus Volkanovski. Before we wrap up, let us know, who you got, Volkanovski or Korean Zombie? Korean Zombie does have ties to Arizona. He trains at a Fight Ready in Scottsdale.
I know. I'll be chopping up with his trainer on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's cool. I got Alexander.
By what method?
First round.
First round?
First round.
Knockout.
Knockout or?
Smash. Maybe knockout.
TKO?
Maybe,
Not submission.
You're just saying finish. Just
Just
finish.
Wow.
But what I did like was in the way the face-off, Korean was just like, let's go, motherfucker,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, he wanted
Because
it.
Korean, he
I
can
want to see him
go.
Bring it. I just want to see him bring it.
Bro.
Because Alexander's different.
Yeah.
Who y'all got?
I think I got
Korean. I got Korean Zombie,
Volkanovski, but it's stoppage, the 4th, 5th round.
I got
Korean
Korean
Zombie
decision.
at the upset, put a little
Decision.
20 on that, bro. That's like plus 600. You
Put
wanna
$20, I get what?
120. That's not bad. 120 bucks.
And you get the fake VPN, bro.
No, it works out.
It's working out?
Yeah. Man, thanks so much for being here, man. You know, it was cool listening to your story. You've been through a lot, man. You know, outside of you chasing your BKFC contract, you know what I mean, and then getting there, and even though on paper, like I said, you know, you lost that fight and still pursuing it, man. We're excited. Hopefully soon we'll be able to see your next fight, and we'll be rooting for you, man.
Yes, sir.
Anybody that listens to this that you know maybe has a business or a small business or a brand that they want to you know have on the public eye during this fight, where can they go? Where can somebody reach out to you? Share your social media and all that, bro, so that they can reach out to you and be like, hey, man.
If you just type my name in Albert Inclan, it should pop up on anything.
That's ALBERTINCLAN.
Yup.
Yeah, it's Albert _Inclan 602 on Instagram.
Yep.
But Albert Inclan on anything you'll find me. But I'm only on Facebook and Instagram right now.
Nice.
I gotta
For now.
Yeah.
No, we gotta get Twitter. We gotta
Yeah, I
jump on
gotta go
Twitter
irritate people on Twitter.
too. Well, thank you so much, bro. Thank you for jumping on.
Appreciate you
We'll be
guys.
ready for you, bro.
The first
There it is.
fight.
First episode.
Nobody's, what is it? Podcast.
There we go. First episode.
Y'all have a good one.
Adios.